Okay, in this video I'd like to talk about real numbers. Okay, I'm sorry. Alright, so real numbers real numbers is a value that represents a quantity along a number line. So if you can put it on a number line, it is a real number, basically. Okay? Which means every number can go on the number line. Alright, real numbers include rational numbers and irrational numbers. Rational numbers are any number that you can make into a fraction. So anything that we can make look like a fraction, which looks like it, and a fraction really is a ratio. Okay, so a ratio is in the word rational, right? So if we have a fraction, let's say for example 3/5, that is a rational number. All right. If we have a whole number like 4, can we make it into a rational number? Can we make it into a fraction? Yeah, put it over 1, and that is a fraction, which is a rational number. So whole numbers are rational numbers. Fractions are rational numbers. What about decimals? Let's say that I have a decimal, 0.35. Well, really, 0.35 is 35 hundredths, because the last place value, as you can see here, is the 100th place value. All right? And so even some decimals can be rational numbers. The key thing here is to watch out for a couple little things. Rational numbers can have repeating numbers. So let's say a decimal in decimal form. When a rational number is in decimal form, it can have repeating numbers. So rational numbers can have repeating numbers. So for let's use for example, let's think of 0.3 repeating. All right, so let's say that we're thinking 0.3 repeating. It just keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. Well, really, 0.3 repeating is 1/3. All right. So 0.4 repeating is really 4/9. All right, so just wanted to let you know that a rational number is a ratio. It's a fraction, so we just put fraction here. It's a fraction. Otherwise we can make a fraction out of it. Okay, let's talk about irrational numbers. All right, so irrational numbers cannot be made into a fraction. All right, so we're going to erase some of this so you can see some examples. All right, so an irrational number cannot be made into a different color here. Cannot be a fraction. Irrationals also, they're decimals, never terminate. And so what does terminate mean? It means it never stops. So the irrational numbers are decimals that never stop. They keep going on, and they do not repeat. So you're looking for when you have a number and the number doesn't, you can't make it into a fraction, and the number, if it's a decimal form, the decimal never stops; it keeps going on, and there's no pattern; it just never repeats. It keeps like going on and on and on. So let me give you some example of that. One of the most famous ones is pi. Pi is 3.14, and I'm not going to go through all the decimals, but it keeps going on and on and on and on and on and on. It never stops, and it keeps going on and on. Okay? There's no pattern to it. All right? All right. The square root of 2 is another irrational number. If you were to put this in a calculator, you get like 1 point, and it would just, the marker's not working. It would just keep going. 1 point something. All right? Another thing is, another one is, what if a number you see and you put it up and it does this? So I'm going to give you another one. What if you have a number and it does this? Let's say 23.141414. Does that repeat? Well, you can see that it does. It repeats here and here and here. Those are 0.14. So because this repeats, this is not a irrational number. It would be a rational number. All right? And so you're looking for numbers that keep going on forever, never repeat, and you can't make a fraction out of it.